Welcome to the Middleware Tech YouTube channel. In this series, you'll learn about WebLogic Server. Code examples used in the videos will be available on GitHub. Let's get started.
Thing, right? So here also we have to talk about how we can deploy a particular web service in WebLogic service, right? Okay, so just see here I'm talking about both the things one by one once again. Now in these examples you can use the examples of EMI calculation. Let's create a web service for EMI calculation using WebLogic server that you're talking about here. Fine. Okay. So just see here, please. So before saying anything else, we have to say some properties about WebLogic server. Okay. WebLogic server. WebLogic server. If you know, fine. If you don't know, it will help you. First of all, this WebLogic server, WebLogic server, it's a one type of application server. It is application server. Application server. Fine. Second point is that we have different versions of the WebLogic server called 11G WebLogic. Then we'll get 12C WebLogic. Different version of the WebLogic server. And in those versions also you'll get different version like 10.3, 10.4, 10.3.5 or 10.3.6. Like this you'll get different versions. Here also in the 12C WebLogic server you'll get also different version like 12.1.1, 12.1.2, 12.1.3. Like this way different versions you'll find. So you have to mention, you have to think about those versions when you're going to download an WebLogic server, right? Okay, so as we talked about last day, based on our discussion, you have downloaded this WebLogic server, Oracle 11G WebLogic. This version I have already downloaded. And the downloaded copy look like this. The copy .exe I have used system, right? Okay. Now, my third point, I want to say that this WebLogic server, it's a product of BES systems, BES system. And if you remember in the year 2010, Oracle acquired BES systems, and now WebLogic server came with the name called Oracle WebLogic. Now WebLogic server came with the name called Oracle WebLogic server. Fine. Number fourth property, I want to say some basics idea about WebLogic. Like it is a particular WebLogic is a particular application server that is where you find 90% code is written in Java. 90% code WRI written in Java, right? Java-based application server that is used worldwide. This Oracle WebLogic application server. Now we have lots of application server in the market, correct? Now we have JBoss is there, then IBM WebSphere is there, WebSphere is there, and then you have Glassfish. So different application server came with their own advantage and disadvantages, but I'll always even not only me, all the industry will support the WebLogic server version. WebLogic server that is called Oracle WebLogic is the best out of all the WebLogic server that is all the server that is available in the market. So that's why I've just selected WebLogic, Oracle WebLogic server. Why Oracle WebLogic is the best one? There is some reason behind this. WebLogic server comes with a concept called domain. Fine. Inside WebLogic server, let me tell you, assume this is my WebLogic server. WebLogic. Let me show you one image. WebLogic domain image. See how this WebLogic server domain comes. Let me show you using an image. I think it will be much more better if I discuss with a particular image this WebLogic concept. Now here inside, just give me 1 minute. Okay, so let me check this one file image save as in the desktop. Save this. Okay, collections of multiple domain. Domain is a particular region, is a collections of multiple server. So if you see in this example, this is one domain. This is one domain. Like this way, you can create multiple domain inside one WebLogic server. Okay, first point. So I'm just saying number 5th point. WebLogic server is defined as collection of multiple domain. Done. First point. Second point is that then how many domains we can create? You can create that. Now you'll say that, so you are saying multiple domains I can create. How many? 10, 20, 30, 40, as much as your JVM RAM support. There is no limit on that. As much as your JVM as well as the hard disk space support. Based on that, we can create. Now here, now inside the domain, inside this domain, I have multiple server. One is administration server and another is managed server. Now, if you see here, admin, now in each domain, I have one admin server and multiple managed server. These are all server. In each domain, I have one admin server, and multiple managed server, right? In each domain, we have one admin server and multiple managed server, right? Okay. Now, what is the purpose of this admin server? Admin server is the main controller for other managed server that is available in your domain. See, server means what they are doing some task. Assume this is a server for SHOA. This is a server for identity and applications. This is a server for OSB. This is a server for some other application, BPM. This is a server for some other application like BAM. So each and every server, some application is deployed. Fine. But this is the controller server in your domain. That means if I want to start and stop any managed server, you have to depend on this server. Fine. So he is the controller. As for example, he is the controller for the complete domain or complete all the managed servers. He is the controller, admin server. Okay. Now, if I'm going to deploy any Java J2E application, where it will be deployed? It will be deployed in the managed server? No, it will be deployed in the admin server. Right? If I'm going to deploy in web service, where it will be deployed? It deployed in the admin server, right? Okay. Okay. So this is the idea behind your WebLogic server. So that I'm going to use now. Fine. Okay. Okay. So let's see how we can use WebLogic server. Now, what I install WebLogic server, first step, and then I'm talking about the features about WebLogic. Then I have to create domain of WebLogic server. Each and every server has its own features. Since I have selected WebLogic server, and this is used a lot. So create domain of WebLogic server, then start. Let's do these steps one by one. Domain, what is the WebLogic server that I talked about? So as I told you that if you have admin server in your Oracle WebLogic server, then only you can deploy an web service there. Okay, so first we have to create a domain. So let's create one domain. How to create a domain inside WebLogic server? So where you have installed the server, go inside that folder, config.cmd, this one.
Okay.
After domain creation, I have to start the server, admin server. So how I can start the server, right? So you have to go inside the path. I'll show you where you have to go inside the path. When you came inside this path, then what you have to do, you have to just double click on start WebLogic CMD. Just double click. It will start your admin server. See here, it's starting. Yes, admin server is running mode. So how to check admin server is running? Check URL. So what is the URL for this? So yeah, so as you talked about that admin server will always work in the port number 7001. So check this URL, http://localhost:/7001/console. This is the URL. You will get it. Control C. You have to come inside this URL. Check. And so if you come into this URL, then you will get then you will get WebLogic server. Yes, it is running. Now see here, right? So if you remember, when installing this WebLogic server, you have used one username and password as WebLogic and welcome one. That one you have to use here. Username as WebLogic and password as welcome one, and click login. Right? Okay. We got it, right? Okay. So when you came inside this, then go to deployments. Sorry, go inside this, you'll find lots of things in between. If you click server, you can see the admin server. It is running mode in 7001 port. It is running, right? So we have lots of things here. We have lots of features, you'll find security features you can implement using Security Realm, and multiple messaging services you can implement. JNDI features is also there, right? So lots of things is like clustering features is also there, right? Okay, whatever it is. So our requirement here is that we are going to deploy the web service inside this WebLogic server, right? Okay, so this is done. So this is then only you can work on how you can install WebLogic server. Fine. Okay. First point. Second point is that what I have to going to do. I have to create, deploy, and test web service using WebLogic server, right? So that you have to do, and we are going to use that EMI. Fine. So same thing